Hey guys, welcome to Under the Arch Sports. I'm Eric Hobbs, and we got another flip here talking about DaMarion Fowlkes, newest commit for Missouri. Before we get into all that, please guys go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and on Spotify. Okay, so second flip in as many days. This time DaMarion Fowlkes, he is a receiver, 5'10", 175 pounds. Our Lady of Good Counsel High School in Olney, Maryland. It's a pretty epic high school name. Just thought I'd throw that out there for no real reason. Olney, Maryland. That's about 10 miles north of DC. Give you a little geographic background there. So, Folks is a he's a four-star according to On3 and 24/7 Sports, 90 rated on each of those. He'd been committed to Pitt Panthers for, gosh, a while, going back to June. And all this kind of it came about fairly quickly. Got scheduled to visit Mizzou for the Arkansas game, got the offer pretty much immediately, made the flip. Announced the Monday after the Arkansas game, so not wasting any time. As far as his senior year, 41 catches, 721 yards, four touchdowns for good counsel. Um, Aside from Pittsburgh, the offer list not overwhelming. A lot of schools, ACC type flavor. I think you see a lot of. You also see you see other schools, Big 12. It's definitely an Eastern flair compared to what Missouri recruits against a lot of the time. Boston College, West Virginia, Virginia Tech. Not awful programs, not blue bloods, of course, but for the kind of the eastern part of the United States, solid programs. Just a different group of schools Mizzou's going against for this one. But again, how often is Missouri going to Maryland for recruits? Not often. So when I looked at the film, the first thing that I noticed, of course, the speed. It's one of those where I had to take a second look. Uh, it didn't look like he was running hard. I'm like, hold on now. Well, I like to use kind of the 5 yard lines, the full line going across the field as kind of a guide. And then I looked again and I'm like, no, he actually is fast. It's one of those deceptively fast type deals where long strides and so forth, it doesn't it fools you. The upshot is he's fast. His huddle profile says he's got a 4.45 40 and runs a 100-meter dash in 10.7. Who knows how accurate those are, if they're hand timed, electronic timed, I don't know. If those are legit times, then you're talking about comparing his speed to that of Luther Burden. Understand, I am talking about speed if it's legit. I am not attempting to make a Luther Burden comparison by any stretch. I did like on the film, he took advantage of the fact that he knew where he was going and the defender didn't. In short, he set the defenders up where maybe he took a couple of steps and got the defender leaning to the outside before cutting inside on a slant. Or he really took off, started to lean inside, and then would stop and cut back to the outside on a comebacker. He set the defender up to be in a bad position to defend the play, and he did it very effectively. I was impressed with that. He has the ability, especially while he has a full head of steam, to take one, maybe two steps and have his direction changed from straight up field to cutting diagonally across and then cutting back. And not Barry Sanders-esque, but maintaining his speed. And that is impressive. He was a return man for his high school team and talented, yes. He'll need some coaching up. There were a few plays on the film package where a shanked punt or just not a good punt, high school kind of punt that goes 30 yards, where he's running up after it's bounced a couple of times and people are starting to settle around it, and he just comes in, guns blaze, and grabs the ball and takes off. in SEC football that'll get his block knocked off and it'll lose him a job as a returner is what it'll do. But that's easy to coach up. Just something that will have to happen. For Missouri, this is commit number 16. If you watched the video of Marquise Davis, that was commit 16. Well, Lamont Rogers officially decommitted. He's going to A&M. So 2 days in a row of getting commit 16 with the second flip here. And I mentioned Luther Burden in the comparison with speed. I think this is one where a guy sees himself in Luther Burden. I, he's listed at 5'10", buck 75. Let's be honest, that's pretty close to what Luther Burden actually is in terms of size. And the game not too different. I could see Fowlkes as a slot receiver like Burden, similar speed, not as shifty as Luther Burden, but fast and able to make guys miss, able to change direction. I think it's easy to see how a prospect might try to make that comparison and how Drinkwitz would absolutely sell that recruit on that comparison. This was another guy on this final visit weekend, senior day, all that for the Arkansas game, where this developed pretty quickly. As I said, visited Saturday, and here we are on Monday. He announced. It was one of those where on Sunday everyone was expecting this, is what it felt like. And here it is. The second flip for Mizzou, second four-star flip in as many days. And Missouri's probably not done. So keep it tuned here to Under the Arch Sports. We're going to have all that covered signing day on Wednesday. Try to get together a playlist of all the commits and our videos analyzing all that. Keep it tuned here for that. Mizzou basketball. David has a video out talking about how the schedule's ramping up, competition gonna get tougher. We'll see what happens. Until next time, thank you guys for watching.